All right, so we also Ethereum rally to as high as 3,600, and we saw Bitcoin regain 1,120, regain $120,000 per coin. But the real question people are asking has is asking or is talking about is altcoin season, because everybody is looking at Bitcoin going up, and everybody's wondering when will my altcoin go up? When will my meme coins go up? When will my shit coins go up? Everybody's asking that question. And everybody's talking about altcoin season, altcoin season. I already did a video explaining that altcoin season is dead. It's no longer the same altcoin season we know when retail investors were more in the market. Because this is the pattern with retail investors. They buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes up to it gets saturated to at a point, it gets boring. They take some of that money and start buying other assets like Dogecoin, Ethereum, SRP. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Shiba Inu, Pepe, all these other assets, and those ones starts going up. You get it? But now corporate investors are the ones rushing and buying Bitcoin. And because some of the corporate investors missed out on Bitcoin, some of them are also packing Ethereum at the moment. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So before we talk about altcoin season or when will altcoin season start, let's look at historical data that shows the all-time high of of all these assets like Ethereum, BNB, SRP, Solana, Doge. Okay, let's talk about like before 2025. Okay, let's look at historical data from 2020, 2021 up till date before we start talking about this current trend of Bitcoin going full global and fully legal. How do I put it this way? Like being adopted by governments. Okay, because before we had retail investors, then corporate media. Sorry, retail investors, corporate media, corporate institutions, and now governments are making policies around crypto. I get what I'm saying. So before this current situation of corporate investors and government buying into crypto, let's look at previous all-time highs of these assets, of these altcoins, because already we know the Bitcoin previous all-time high, it was $20,000 back in 2020, if I'm correct. Then it now fell from there, and since then it's been so let's look at Ethereum all-time high was $4,870. Right now it's at 3,600 plus. So it still has a long way to go. It still has to cover 4,000. It has to get to 5,000 before we start talking about altcoin rallying. Let's look at SRP. SRP all-time high was at $3.84. Right now it's at $3.45. So basically it is trying to balance out. Okay, let's look at BNB. All-time high BNB was $790 all-time high. Okay, approximately. Then right now it's at $735. So very soon it will balance out. Now look at Solana. Solana all-time high was $290, which was this year, January of this year, and right now it's at $179. And let's look at the meme coin Doge. All-time high $0.73, right now $0.23. So you see, before I start talking about all-time high, all these coins that mentioned that are in the top 10 have to surpass their previous all-time high, especially Ethereum. Yeah, especially Ethereum, because a lot of projects in the altcoin space were built with ties to Ethereum. So Ethereum has to do exceptionally well to recover, to even surpass 4,000 and get to 5,000 before we even have that discussion of an altcoin season starting. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you think we are in the altcoin season, or whether it has started or whether it's dead completely. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Till I see you guys next time. Take care and bye for now.